Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the White Belt MMA podcast. And it's an absolute pleasure to have on the show again Miranda Maverick, who is set to take on Erin Blanchfield next week at UFC 269 in Las Vegas. So how you doing, Miranda?
I'm doing great, feeling great, ready.
Yeah, so Miranda, it's been a while since we last talked. Since the last time we've talked, you've changed camps to Elevation Fight Team. And, I just want to ask you, how's the change been? Because I see you're training with the likes of Raquel Pennington. I see Gillan Robertson, a former opponent of yours. So, it seems like you're getting good work out there. So how's it been?
I absolutely love it. The training partners, along with the coaches, are elite level. Everybody's very talented, have been to the highest ranks themselves. And I do have great training partners. Raquel, Claire Guthrie is one of my more primary partners. I had Montana De La Rosa. She's a little hurt right now, hence the whole fight that's getting ready to happen. But I have a lot of girls out here, a lot of bodies that I can work with that are highly talented and aren't having to go light with me to work with me like most of the guys had to at my old gym, or the couple girls that I did drill with at my old gym that only did Muay Thai. I have more of MMA people around me. I have a cage. I have wall work I can do all the time. Just a lot of improvements that they're going to see in my game just because I didn't have access to resources at my old gym.
No, yeah, definitely. And then also another thing that's changed, which I forgot, I should have, started off with this, is congrats on your engagement.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
One thing I have to ask though, is your fiance okay? Because that proposal, wow, it was very creative. It looked really painful on the way he just dropped like a 315 on his back. So, then again, did you ask him how did he come up with the way he was going to propose? And yeah.
I kind of already knew because he had a hurt back for a while. That's actually not very heavy weight for him. And I had a lot of people comment about that were joking around. They were like, he shouldn't have even dropped that. And I was like, well, everything that led up to it was perfect because his back was hurt. And he was going to have a couple friends of mine show up that he tried to get to video it. And it's a good thing he didn't, or I would have been suspicious because they're both bigger guys. And I would have been like, why aren't they spotting you? I suck at spotting. So I went to spot him. And when he dropped it, I was kind of like, oh no, what do I do? And then he turned around and proposed. But to go along with that, we actually got married last week on Thanksgiving.
Oh, man. Congrats. I probably should have known that before asking that, but that's awesome. So, it's awesome. You have your fight, your wedding and all that. So I have to ask,
we got eloped. It wasn't like a huge ordeal, but we got eloped, and we'll still do like a ceremonial thing this coming October. But we felt like we might as well just get it done, kind of ease some stress off of us as being Christians, I guess you'd say, being from more traditional households. Living together and not being officially united before God was a thing that we wanted to kind of remedy. And so we did. And we felt like it was a good time to do it. It was so long between the engagement and marriage. It was just no sense in living married, not being married. So we are official now. And so
that's awesome.
And I'm kind of glad it gave me a nice little, hormone lift before my fight too.
Yeah, definitely. Will we be able to show up to your fight next week in Vegas? Because I know this is probably going to be the first fight that it's in front of a huge crowd. It's the fight capital of the world. I know you've been at the Apex, but now it's T-Mobile Arena.
Right. So he got lucky. And when we first started dating, I guess a couple months into it, not even that long. Yeah, maybe a couple months. He actually came to Abu Dhabi with me for my October fight. So yeah, May to October we've been dating. But I was nervous about bringing him along, but he was kind of a last option. A lot of people couldn't show up due to the COVID restrictions, and my dad didn't have his passport updated, different things like that. And I was like, I guess I need somebody there, come on.
Yeah.
And then he hasn't been able to come to a fight. And this one, since it's a crowd, and also they're kind of lightening the restrictions on quarantining the fighters. We still have to quarantine at certain points while we're there, but not the whole time. So yeah, he'll have a place next door and be able to come watch the fight and be able to spend part of my week of fight week there.
That's awesome. And I'm happy to hear about you guys marrying. So that's awesome. So you're fighting Erin Blanchfield. It's going to be her second fight in the UFC. And originally it was supposed to be your former opponent, Macy Barber, that was supposed to fight her, but then she pulled out. So when did you find out about, possibly replacing Macy and fighting here in December?
I think a day or so before it got posted everywhere. It's been about, I think I had right at a month, maybe a little less than that. but I had already been asking for it. So I was staying ready the whole time. I've been in better shape than I ever have between fights after, of course, about a month break. Got right back to it after moving out to Colorado. I've been training hard ever since the day I got here. I wanted a few weeks to get acclimated with the team. And then I told my manager, give me 8 weeks and then I'll be ready to start looking for a fight. And so I looked for late October, for November, then December, then was told maybe January. And I was kind of upset because it's been months, 6 months between a fight. I don't like that, especially when I just got off of a loss that I felt like needed righted real quick. So I've been looking for the different short notices. When Montana first dropped out, I wanted the Macy Barber rematch. She didn't want anything to do with that. I don't blame her. And then, of course, Macy dropped out and I got to fill in for her, kind of ironic. But I was pretty excited and I was ready. And Erin and I were scheduled to fight each other on the Contender Series way back when. I don't know if scheduled is the right word. I don't think we had signed the contract yet. But we were supposed to fight then and things happened to where that didn't work out. So I'm excited to give it a go this time.
Yeah, and it's crazy how life works, right? It's like in a weird way. It's like stuff that was supposed to happen kind of has a weird way of kind of like, going back in a circle. So yeah, so how do you see the fight going? I mean, I'm not asking if for you to give us a prediction, but just in a way, like how do you see the fight kind of going, playing out throughout the 3 rounds?
I think we're both pretty well rounded. I think we're both young and have shown a lot of improvement in our striking, starting with grappling in our careers, both of us. And I think Erin is going to want to avoid my striking just because of the physicality difference. I see myself as being the stronger opponent, and she's going to try to hold me against the cage as my guess, try to take me down and beat me up. But the funny thing is, like everything I've been working since I got here, there's going to be a big change in who people see on, the YouTube videos and ESPN videos of what they've seen in the past. So I don't think there's really a way to prepare for me. And I'm not going to underestimate her either. She's young. She could be improving between her fights in leaps and bounds as well. But I assume you're going to see groundwork. You're going to see striking. I wouldn't doubt if it's going to play out similar to the Gillan fight, except I plan on being more dominant on the ground.
Yeah, it's awesome here. I mean, one thing's for sure, I'll be rooting for you. I'm sure everyone watching will be rooting for you. So, like I said off camera, I want to be really respectful of your time. I know you're busy. So, right before you go, do you want to plug in your social media so everyone watching can go and follow you?
Yeah, I'd love that. Thank you. So first off, I have my website, fearthemaverick.net. You guys can go on there. You can get everything from gloves to fanny packs to shirts to help represent me and support my fight camp as well. And represent yourselves, wear my stuff, watch the fight. It'll be cool. And then I also have my social media. Go follow me on Instagram or Twitter. It's at Fear the Maverick. Pretty easy to find me. I think I'm the only Miranda Maverick out there. And yeah, I have a lot of sponsors. I'm drinking Northern Chill right now to finish up my water load here this week. And I have Top Mount Apparel that makes all my design gear. And then I have HKA, which makes all my gloves and things that are more fight gear oriented than clothing. And then I have a lot of sponsors like Absolute Nature CBD, Help Me Sleep, and everything else. You guys can go check them out on like my link tree on Instagram or anywhere else that not only supports me, but they really do have a lot of good deals for the holidays. Like even though I'm sponsored, a lot of times I'll go on there and buy some of their stuff just to give them for family members and stuff.
There you go.
Yeah. Use my discount codes. It helps.
There you go. Yeah. So once again, Miranda, thank you for the time. And like I said, I'll be rooting for you. Everyone watching, I'm sure they'll be rooting for you. And best of luck next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And to everyone watching, peace.